as it feels good, just find yourself back seating. Find yourself in a relaxed space. I'm going to do one last visualization exercise. So when it feels good, close your eyes, open your mind, begin to focus at your third eye. Just allow yourself to get lost at the space between your eyes. And I'll ask you to visualize yourself preparing to drive home, maybe from your place of business, maybe from a place that you frequent regularly. So the route home, it's nothing you have to think about at all. It's very familiar. You know exactly where you're going. So if your mind drifts a little during the drive, it's totally fine, because you know you're going to arrive at the destination. So as you're sitting in your car, prepare to start the engine. And you pull out of the parking lot and you get onto the street. And as you drive down the street, look out the window. Notice the scenery. Notice the trees, the leaves maybe blowing in the wind. Look up at the sky, the clouds. Notice the sun's rays. And start to look at the details on the street. Maybe a familiar building or landmark. And you allow yourself to notice the details, the scenery around you. Focusing on the details. When you look at the details around you, you're not so focused on the traffic. You're focused on the details of the scene around you. Any signs that you're passing, the colors of the buildings, the colors of the cars passing by. And as you're driving down the road, you're not far from your home now, and you're coming up to a red light. As you pull up to the red light, you stop, take a moment to look out the window again and notice the scenery. And in your rear view mirror, you notice there's a group of bicyclists coming up behind you. You see it's a large group of bicyclists. And as they get closer, you notice that everyone on the bicycles are naked. There's a pack of naked bicyclists riding on the street. And you look around to see if anyone else notices this naked group of bicyclists riding down the street. And as they get closer, you start to notice that one has a baseball cap on, but nothing else. Sunglasses. One has a fancy bike horn, maybe honks his horn at you when he notices you noticing him. And you see this group of bicyclists completely naked and totally confident. Not a care in the world, riding down the street naked. Not worried about how they're perceived or what they look like. And as they start to ride past, well, you can't help but notice the bodies. You might see a little jiggle or wiggle here and there. You notice anything particular, the colors of their bicycles. Notice someone with a bandana on, a baseball cap. And you notice that as these naked bicyclists are driving down the street, they're completely at ease, comfortable in their skin. You start to think how nice it would be, comforting it would be to feel that at ease, to just hop on your bicycle naked and ride through the city, carefree, not worried about a thing. Yeah, the bicycles pass you by, and now the light's changing. So you go through the green light, you make the turn before turning onto your street, approaching your home. You drive down the street. It's obviously very familiar. You notice the houses of your neighbors, your friends, the people in your community, the familiar cars in the driveway. You pull up to your home, not far from your front door. You turn off the car and prepare to get out. You grab any belongings you might have. You exit your car and you walk up to your front door. Put the key in the lock and open the door. And you walk in. As you walk in to your home, you look around. You notice the furniture, any paintings on the wall. And you decide that you're going to visualize that one of the walls is completely blank. No pictures, no paintings, just a blank wall. You stand in front of this blank wall, just staring at it as though you're staring off into space. Notice the details of this blank wall. Maybe there's not a lot to notice. Maybe you notice the texture, any colors. You notice the details of the wall. And you decide to paint the wall red. So now you're standing in front of a red wall, a bright red wall. You look at the details of the color of this red wall. And as you're standing in front of the red wall, you decide to create a blue ball. Standing in front of a red wall with a blue ball. It's a dark red wall and a bright blue ball. As you stand in front of the red wall and the blue ball, you allow the blue ball to begin to spin in front of the red wall. You're focused on a spinning blue ball in front of a red wall. You decide to move the ball from side to side. So you allow the spinning blue ball to move to the left of the red wall and the right of the red wall. A spinning blue ball in front of a dark red wall. And then you allow the blue ball to come closer to you, spinning all the while. You focus on the spinning blue ball coming closer, and then it moves farther away. Standing in front of a bright red wall with a spinning blue ball. You allow the blue ball to zigzag back and forth in front of the bright red wall. And as you're playing games with the blue ball and the red wall, you realize that as you focused on the details of the red wall and the blue ball, it seems that that's all that exists. That you've spent so much energy focused on this bright red wall and this spinning blue ball that nothing else around you seems to matter at all. The bright red wall and the spinning blue ball. Take a long, deep breath here. And then as it feels good, I invite you to open your eyes and come back into this physical space. And just convince yourself that if you can focus on a red wall and a blue ball and a group of naked bicyclists riding down the street, why not focus on anything that you actually want to invite into the space of now? So instead of spending time just creating a red wall and a blue ball, why not focus on the details of your dreams, the vision you have for yourself and your life, the connection you'd like to have with yourself and others. Just realizing that if you can create a red wall and a blue ball, you can create anything at any moment in time.